In the name of Creator of universes, this is Sermon 23. The Judgment Day, soon. This is the subject, the Judgment Day. We have 40 statements that God sent for this. It starts with 115:79. 1. أنها هذه تذكرة. This is something for you to be reminded. فمن شاء, anybody who wants, will choose a path that bring him near God. Will choose a path that lead him to God. If you like. If you don't like, who cares? وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله. And you don't want anything, you don't like anything, you will not have desire for anything unless God puts that desire in your mind. إن الله كان عليما حكيما. Indeed, God is knowledgeable and wise. God decides to put in your mind to choose path of God, so you will be guided and do stuff right and do justice and go to heaven. Or decides that you don't choose it and you go to hell. How is that? Which part of that is free will? There is no free will. Don't be deluded. Free will is only for pest, filthy criminals. God leave them alone to do whatever nonsense that they like to do, to destroy themselves, hurt others, and go to hell. Those people who are righteous, those people who have some value, that they have some use for God, they don't have free will. God will lead them the way that He wants to lead them, because He likes them, He wants to guide them. If you feel like you have free will and you do whatever you feel like it, then He has given up on you. Is not manipulating you, is not guiding you, is not putting anything in your mind. That's how free will works. Those people who think they have free will, they have a limited amount of free will, and God has given up on them. Doesn't manipulate events to guide them to any path. And I started with 115, chapter 115. So I will be reminded to tell you it is about chapter 115 of Quran. In your printed books, you don't have such a chapter. I wrote chapter 115. The whole chapter is in Holy Week on Earth. Take it, print it, add to your book. Moses wrote it. God sent it, I edited and added to the book, to the old book. $115.81 Yod Cheloman Yasha fi Rahmatin. Anybody that God likes will lead them to enter the blessing of God. وَلِلْظَالِمِينَ أَعَدَّ لَهُمْ عَذَابًا أَلِيمًا. And painful torture is waiting for unjust. And who is the most unjust? The one who does injustice to weak animals, like a chicken and sheep and cow, and eat corpse. Number 2, 54:4. لَقَدْ جَاءَهُم مِّنَ الْأَنْبَاءِ مَا فِيهِ مُزْدَجَرٌ. And indeed there has come to them news wherein there is a warning to check them from evil. All of the signs are given to you. You see the signs. Signs of what? the large calamity which is planned for this place, this earth will have a very, very bad judgment soon. Because you are unjust. 658, number 3. قل, tell them, لو أن عندي ما سيستعجلون به لقضي الأمر بيني وبينكم. Tell them, if it was my choice, if I could do it, if I could kill you all right now, you were already dead. The matter was decided already. God is compassionate. I'm not toward corpse eaters. If I could, I would have killed 7.5 billion of you now because you are parasites. You are unjust. Allah a'lamu bil-zalimin. God knows who is unjust. It's not in my hand. I'm just messenger. Unfortunately for you, I could send you home to hell much sooner. You are homesick here. Number 4. 49:7. أعلم أن فيكم رسول الله. Learn that, know that. Among you is messenger of God. This is I am here. Moses is here now. لو يطيعكم في كثير من الأمر لعنتم ولكن الله حبب عليكم الإيمان والجنة. Tell them, messenger of God is here right now. If he were to obey you in much of the matter, you would be in difficulty, but God has endeared to you the faith and has made it pleasing in your hearts and has made hateful to you disbelief, defiance and disobedience of God. Those are the rightly guided people. Again, there is no free will for those people who have some use for God. Their soul is worthy to be guided. God manipulates events and puts stuff in their mind so they go this way and that way so they grow. And if he gives up on somebody, he leave them alone. They are in illusion of having free will. They make mistakes, they make mess, they hurt each other, hurt themselves, then they die, they go to hell. Number 5, 32:19. آمنوا عملوا الصالحات. If you have these two qualities, you go to heaven because of the good actions that you have done. Amanu, faith in God, amalu salahat, the best thing that you can do. Faith without reasoning, without evidence, without proof, worth 0. Moses is telling you. How many Christians are there? 1 billion. How many Muslims are there? I don't know. 1 billion, less, more. Jews, 170,000, more, less, I don't know how many. If you have faith without reasoning and knowledge and evidence, word 0, you are going to hell. God does exist. Believe in its existence because the proofs are there. I have written all of the proofs, logical proofs, physics proof, all sorts of scientific and philosophical different types of proof in the book, Whole Living on Earth. Go and learn and have belief with a strong brain, evidence. I have written proof why I say I am Moses, it is truth. Faith without reasoning and knowledge worth 0. If you have faith with reasoning and do the best thing that you can do, God will send you to heaven. Because of مَا كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ, because of your actions. If you have beliefs with or without reasoning, doesn't matter, and don't do action, you go to hell. I have belief, I am alright. No, you have to do something. Belief alone worth 0. even with reasoning. Your belief should guide you to action. If you are a coward and you have belief and don't do anything about it, you go to hell. And what do you have to do? What action should result from your belief? Rise for justice, for animal rights, not human rights. Who cares about humans? Let them kill each other. In the civil war, in the war between nations, let them kill each other. Both sides are corpse eaters, they kill each other, number of corpse eaters will be less. Don't join any army of any country. Join army of those people who fight for animal rights against everybody. Of this country and that country and that country, everything. There is only one cause for justice to fight for. That's for animal rights. Action. If your belief leads to action, you will go to heaven. If not, too bad. In hell you will learn. 1136, number 6. فأوحى إلى نوح أنه لم يؤمن من قومك إلا من قد آمن. And don't bother about. God said to Nuh, you see, you tell all of this stuff to these people, believe me, nobody will believe you. Nobody cares, nobody follows you except and those who had belief before. And don't worry about it. Don't be stressed about it. The same thing. He told me to at that time. In 3,300 years ago, only very few will believe. And now, the same. He told me before, several times. You just tell them everything clearly and don't expect to convert many of them. They are so dirty and filthy that majority of them don't believe. And I don't care. And God doesn't care too. The only one who cares is hell. He is happy. He's going to eat all of you. 7. Number 7456. وَمَا يَذْكُرُونَ إِلَّا أَنْ يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ هُوَ أَهْلَ التَّقْوَى وَأَهْلَ الْمَغْفِرَةِ. And nobody is notified about these warnings that you are giving them, that the big calamity is coming and you are going to hell and you are going to die. Nobody is notified except then those that God wants. If God wants, put in their mind to understand it. And they should be people of self-control and people of forgiveness. You should have these two qualities as well. Then God will put in your mind to understand and believe. 8. 405. إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ. I gave you the book with justice. Which book? Holy Week on earth. لِتَحْكُمْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ بِمَا أَرَاءَكَ اللَّهُ. To judge between people according to the standards of God. أَلَا تَكُنْ لِلْخَائِنِينَ خَصِيمًا. And do not be for the deceitful an advocate. خائنين. خصيمة. So, the book is there, Holy Week on earth, with the standards of God, that people will be judged according to the standards of God. Number 9. 2314. All tell them. Allah. He said, you stayed not but a little, if only you had known, if you knew, if you understand. God said, after you are dead, in the judgment day, ask you, how long have you been on the earth? 50 years, 60 years, 70, 80, 90, whatever. You were not there except in a very small, short time. If you understand, time goes very fast. and all of this drama and nonsense will pass so quickly, like blink of your eye. Number 10, 4340. أفأنت تسمع الصم أو تهدي العمي من كان في ضلال مبين. Do you think you can make a deaf to hear you, or a blind to see what you are saying, or somebody who is in a clear destructive path of darkness, path of destruction? Can you guide them? No. So don't worry about it. Majority of them do not understand. They are blind, they are deaf, they are like stupid animals, like cockroach maybe. Even cockroach is more clever than many of you. I have given you proofs of existence of God, proofs that this is Moses, proofs that this stuff that I say is word of God. It's 800 pages. Go and read and learn. If you don't, who cares? You go to hell. 11. أم لم ينبأ بما في صحف موسى, or has he not been informed of what is in the book of Moses? Which book? Whole living on earth. Moses is here now. Torah, obsolete, updated. Quran, updated. Bible, updated. This is the new book of God. You are informed about it. You have no excuse to say, I didn't know. 12. Tell them, أرأيتم ما تدعون من دون الله أروني ماذا خلقوا من أرض أم لهم شرك في السماوات. Say, tell them, have you considered that which you invoke beside God? Show me what they have created of the earth, or did they have partnership in creation of the sky? Bring me a scripture revealed before this, or a remaining trace of knowledge, if you are truthful. Can you create anything? No, nothing. You cannot create anything. You can just manipulate and move matter and construct things. The small, weak things. God creates from nothingness. The creator of universes. That's what he does. Just look at billions of stars and galaxies. That's what he does. 13. 1551. وَنَبِئْهُمْ عَنْ زَيْفِ Ibrahim. Tell them about guests of Ibrahim. I said that in different sermons. He said, repeat. Who were those guests? 2 angels came to Ibrahim, said, we are going to cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to kill everybody. And they did. The whole story is in Holy Book on Earth, in Torah, in Quran. Go and read. Why? Because they were homosexual, they were faggot, they were lesbian, they were pieces of garbage, pests, no human. These things are infection of society. Those judges who made laws to make this garbage, filth, lawful, will be decapitated publicly. Be afraid. And these pests will be killed like bacteria. Go find a shrink, straighten up. If you cannot, we kill you and send you to hell. That's what angels of God did. And this is law of God. Any law of any country which is inconsistent with Holy Week on Earth should not be followed. Trash it. And God says, one man, one woman, that's it. Marriage, legal and faithful. Nothing else. We don't have any of these forms that Satan is promoting for you to send you to hell. 14. قل إني أنا نذير مبين. Tell them, I am clearly warning you from God. 15. 70-25. Tell them, قل إن أدري أغريب ما توعدون أم لجأ له ربي مدى. I don't know this good news of Judgment Day that I'm giving you is going to happen very soon, or God will give you some delay. I don't know when it's going to happen. He knows the time, and I'm just warning you to straighten up. If not, you're gonna die and go to hell. 16, 31:11. هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه. This is creation of God. The earth, this galaxy, the other galaxies, 400 billion galaxies, each of them billions of stars and planets. This is what we do. This is what we create. I am God, not me. God says that. Tell me, show me, anybody else that you follow, can they create a mosquito? الظالمون في ضلال مبين. Anybody who does not follow the standards of God is unjust, clearly on the path of darkness and destruction. 17. 65:11. This is Moses, messenger of God, giving you signs to take you from darkness to light. Take who? Take believers who do the best thing that they can do. Anybody who believes in God and does the best thing that they can do, that is fighting for justice, will go to heaven. Water flowing under it, sign of growing, sign of expansion, and they will be there forever. And that is a good thing, that God will give them sustenance in heaven. 18. بشر المنافقين بأن لهم عذابا أليما. 438. Tell hypocrites, painful torture of hell is waiting for them. And who is hypocrite? Hypocrite is somebody who believes in something and says something else. Be warned. "19. Those people who have duality in their mind consider partners for God. Tell them, show me what they have created. Unjust people promise each other something which is not truth, which is ghurur. Ghurur means untruth, delusion. Justice. 34:47. Tell them, I do not ask you anything. I do not ask people a cent. No money. Nothing. I don't care. I don't need. If I get any reward, He will give me after I'm dead. In heaven. I don't want anything from people. And no clergy is allowed to get a cent from people for their life. You can get money to fix your mosque or church or whatever and preach, promote word of God, but not for your life. You are not allowed to get salary. If you do, you go to hell. And God is watching you. على كل شيء شهيد is watching you. Everything is watching. 21, 67, 22. Is one who walks fallen on his face better guided, or one who walks straight? This is another standard of God. How is it that somebody is walking on his face like a snake, or somebody is walking on his 2 feet? The one who has guidance, the one who has power from God, can stand up and rise for justice and knowledge. The light that messenger of God is giving you, take you from darkness to light. Take that light and walk on your feet. The strong go forward. And what is the light? The standard of God, holy week on earth. 800 pages, go and read. It takes some time to understand it. 22. 53:49. هو رب الشعر. God is the teacher of Sirius. Vivoid Canis Majoris. He is teacher of this place, the earth, teacher of Vivoid Canis Majoris, teacher of billions of every other star in every galaxy that you can see. 33:45. Ya ayyuhan Nabi. Messenger, you, me, Moses, right now. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ, I sent you for these 3 things. شَاهِدًا مُبَشِّرًا نَذِيرًا. Witness what they are doing. Witness the unjust action they do against poor animals. Give them good news. And warn them against the judgment day that is coming. And there are 3 types of judgment day. Go and read in the book. And good news. We are going to kill every corpse-eater human and leave only a few vegans on the planet to inherit the earth. That's the plan. Why? Because corpse-eaters are bacteria. They don't worth to live and make the planet infection. They don't want life to infect the planet. And that's the bad news. 24, 35:8. أفمن زين له سوء عمله فرآه حسنا. This is another standard. Somebody who is doing something wrong and mistake and filthy and dirty and all sorts of filth things that you do, and he thinks it is a good thing. Such a person, compare with somebody who is doing something wrong and he knows something wrong, it is wrong, and compare with somebody even better. He's not doing something wrong because he knows what is right, what is wrong, and doesn't do wrong. These people are not the same. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَضِلُّ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. God will misguide anybody he wants, and يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ, and guides anybody he wants. And don't bother about them. Don't be stressed that they don't listen and they don't follow. I am aware of what they're making up and what they're doing. I don't care. I gave you standards. Follow it, good for you. Don't follow it, you are gonna die and go to hell. Who cares? $115.18. Number 25. Tell those people who are serving me, believers, that I am forgiving and kind. So, you know, God is forgiving and kind. 26. 301. But forgiving and kind for believers. Unbelievers, hell is waiting. 26. 301. و كيف تكفرون وأنتم تتلى عليكم آيات الله وفيكم رسوله. And how could you disbelieve while you are being recited the verses of God? And فيكم رسوله, My messenger is among you. Moses is talking with you now. Moses is standing here, year 2020, recording this video, this sermon. Word of God. ومن يعتصم بالله فقط هدى على صراط مستقيم. Anybody who grabs the string of God is on the right path. (27) 36, 61. If you follow me, you are on the right path. Moses says, if you follow me, you are on the right path. God says, if you follow me, follow God, you are on the right path. And what God and Moses tell you? 11 commandments. And the most important, number 11. Everybody must become vegan. (28) 5:99. ما على الرسول إلا البلاغ. For my messenger, there is no other job except them being clearly warning them. Clearly tell them what I tell you. And I'm doing you very clear. 11 commandments follow, or else we will kill you. And then you go to hell. Then you will be there being tortured, fire, forever. Is that clear enough? Allah ya'lamu ma tubdun wa ma taktumun. And God knows what they are hiding and what they are telling clearly. Anything you hide in your brain, God knows. Number 29, 24:1. This is a sign which we have sent down and made that within it obligatory and revealed therein verses of clear evidence that you might remember. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. You become reminded. What are these signs? Miracles that I wrote for you in Holy Week on Earth, the standards of God that I wrote for you in Holy Week on Earth, proofs of the existence of God that I wrote for you in Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. Maybe you will become notified and straighten up and we get reward. 30. 251. وَإِذْ وَعَدْنَا مُوسَىٰ 40 لَيْلَةً ثُمَّ اتَّخَذَ. God said, come to this mountain, I'll tell you things, 40 days. When I came back, I saw they are worshipping that statue of the animal they made by gold. They were stupid. They saw all of those miracles. They saw the water became blood. They saw those frogs. They saw the parting of the Red Sea. They escaped and Pharaoh was following us, was dead in front of their eyes. They saw all of those miracles. Even after that, I was there talking with God, writing this stuff for them. 40 days, come back, they are worshipping money again, gold. And that is when they saw it. What about you? 3,000 years is past. What about you? I can see what you are doing. Injustice. If you do that, it's injustice. 31. 10:100. وما كان لنفس أن تؤمن إلا بإذن الله. No soul become believer unless God allows it. Unless God decides that this soul worth something, I will allow him to become believer. If you are atheist, if you are unbeliever, that's the proof you are unworthy, garbage, useless, nonsense, pissed that you are gonna die and go to hell. That's how it is. If there is any worth in your soul, God will make you believe. وَيَلَجْ عَلَى الرِّجْسِ عَلَى الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. and he will place defilement and filth and dirt and sin on those people who lie alone, don't think. Don't use your brain, God will make you filthy. And then hell will be guaranteed. Somebody is happy. Who? Hell, because he has fuel, more fuel. 1763, number 32. قال اذهب فمن تبعك منهم فإن جهنم جزاؤكم جزاء موفورا. God told Satan, go, and anybody who follows you, you go to hell. And hell is very big. I have enough space for billions and billions of you. So, Satan is real and is your enemy, and it's his job to deceive you with CNN and BBC and your Prime Minister and your President and your TV, every country. And make scams. A lot of scams are going on, global scams, to send you to hell. I wrote a lot about Satan in the book Holy Week on Earth, how he is working, which type of deceptions he is doing. If you want to know how he deceives you, go and learn. 33 253 وَإِذْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَالْفُرْقَانَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ. Maybe you will be guided. I gave Moses book, Holy Week on Earth, and Furqan, something that is like a scale. So, you know, this is justice, this is injustice, this is right, this is wrong. That is the Holy Week on Earth. Learn what is right, what is wrong. By that book, studying the book. ثم آتينا موسى الكتاب تماما. 34 654. I gave the book complete to Moses. على الذي أحسن تفصيلا لكل شيء. For everything, clear description is in the book. وهدى ورحمة, and guidance and blessing of God is in that book if you understand it and follow it. لعلهم بلقاء ربهم يؤمنون. Those people who know when they die they will be judged, standing in front of the big judge, which is God. God is standing there, Jesus is standing there, and you will be judged. Judge is Jesus, you know, not me. In the hereafter, after you're dead. But he's standing there watching, God is standing there watching. The main judge is you. God says, these are the stuff that you have done. Like a TV, you see everything that you have done in the last 70, 80, 90 years that you're dead. You see that. They say, what do we do with you? You judge yourself. $35 358 ولئن متم أو قتلتم لإلى الله تحشرون. If you die or you are killed, you will be joining God. If you die when you are walking in the street and a fridge falls from the sky and you are splashed on the floor, or you die with a knife in your hand in a war for justice, or AK-47, or any type of fight for God in the path of justice for animal rights, you die like that with honor. Or you die like a pest, worthless thing in the hospital, or by old age, doesn't matter. In any case, you will be standing in front of God. Now it's your choice to live and die with honor or live and die like a bacteria. You can choose. 36, 35, 19. Another standard. لا يستوي ما يستوي الأعمى والبصير. The one who can see and the one who's blind. They are not the same. Who's blind? Somebody who listened to BBC, or the president of this country or that country, or king of this country or that country, or government of, all governments are garbage. Every 200 countries, all of them. Listen to them and say, oh yeah, government said that, that is true. It's written in newspaper, so it is true. That is blind. Or somebody who listens to those rascals and goes to internet and research. Research doesn't mean spending 5 minutes. It means spending 10 hours from everywhere collecting information, thinking, analyzing, and understand what's going on. That's somebody who can see. And somebody who follows everything that the authority tells him is blind. They are not the same. Blind go to hell. The one who can analyze and think goes to heaven. 37, 40, 58. ما يستوي الأعمى والبصير. Again, repeating the same thing. Blind and one who can see are not the same. والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات ولا المسيء قليلا ما تذكرون. And those people who have belief and do the best thing that they can do. They compare with those evil people. They are not the same. قليلا ما تتذكرون. Those people who can understand what you say, this statement of God, there are very small number of people can understand this. He created you, he knows which type of weak, brainless things you are. 38, 28:55. وَإِذَا سَمِعُوا اللَّغْوَ أَعْرَضُوا. They don't listen to nonsense. When they hear nonsense, meaningless, worthless content, they avoid. 90% of your TV content is nonsense. 90% of your magazines and newspapers and everything that you have. Your culture is made by garbage, 90% of it. You have to avoid it. وقالوا لنا أعمالكم ولكم أعمالكم سلام عليكم لا نبتغي الجاهلين. For us our actions, for you your actions, and peace be for you. And we don't seek ignorant people. If somebody says nonsense, we say, we do what we do, we follow God. You do what you do, your desires and misguidance from Satan, that's fine. Peace be on you. We don't follow ignorant people. (39) 72:22. قل إني لا لن يجيرني من الله أحد ولن أجد من دونه ملتحدا. Say, indeed there will never protect me from God anyone if I should disobey, nor will I find in other than God any refuge. So, it's not that I am Moses, I am messenger of God, I go to heaven. No. Not guaranteed. This idiot Christian says, open your heart, Jesus in, or close your heart. No, whatever I do usury, or do tell lie, I steal, I do fornication, I walk naked in the street. All of these Christian women claiming Christians. Or nonsense stuff that Muslims or Jews do, whatever. We are going to heaven. No, you're not going to heaven. I am Moses, messenger of God. For the second time I am here as Moses. He says, tell them, nobody can protect me if I don't listen to him. Right? Nothing is guaranteed. Your actions, my actions according to standards of God, your actions according to standards of God, He will leave you alone. If you don't follow standards, anybody who you are, you go to hell. And number 40, 110, 3. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا. When the help comes from God and victory, you see, millions of them will join the religion of God. That is the last religion, which is updating all previous religions. Christian, Muslims, Jews, all should be converted to vegan religion. Whatever you believe, sense or nonsense, I don't care. Believe. But you have to add this to it. Vegan. 11th commandment. Not negotiable.